hi Morgan. Let me just talk you through these three real fast. So number 26, if you look, this makes a straight line, and a straight line always has to add up to 180. So this two angles would be 180, which means that if you take x and 125 and add them together, you'll get 180 there. So we would just take away the 125, and x would be 55 then. Okay, so that's that angle. Then I'm gonna erase this stuff, and that way we can see a little better what's going on here. So if this one is 55, these are vertical angles, so this one would be 55 also, and I'm just going to draw that a little bit bigger so you can see what the pieces are. These are marked congruent. This is called Y, and this is 55. Well, this is an isosceles triangle then, where the base angles have to be congruent. So that means these two angles have to be congruent. So we can call this one Y also. So it would be Y plus 55 equals 180. So this would be 2Y. We're going to take away the 55 from both sides. So 2Y equals 125. And then we're going to divide by 2. So Y would come out to, what is that, 62.5, I believe. If I'm doing that math correctly in my head anyway. So that's 26. 28, this is an equilateral triangle. And equilateral means all the sides are the same, but it also means all the angles are the same. So if this one is 7, then this side is going to be 7. So x is going to be 7. And then for y, if all of your angles are the same because it's equilateral, we can call all of those y. So y plus y plus y, or 3y, would equal 180. And we're going to divide by 3, and then y would be 60. So that's 28. And then the last one you said was number 21. It says, how can you use congruent triangles to prove the statement true? So what they're saying here is, how can you prove, zoom in a little here. I still have my old stuff here. Let me get this out of here. Okay, so how can you prove that TV, so that this is congruent to YW? So we don't know it's congruent yet until we say why we can get there. So we would say we can use triangle TVY is congruent to triangle. So TVY would be YWX. That is an A, not an X. YWX. And if you look at it, you have an angle that corresponds to an angle, another angle that corresponds to the same angle, and then a side that corresponds to the side. And because it's not the side that's between the two angles, then we have to say those are congruent by AAS. So then this would be congruent, TV congruent to YW by CPCTC, because if the triangles are congruent, then all of the parts of the triangles would have to be congruent too. Okay, so those are the three you asked about.